Hi, and welcome to Sandy's Numerology. So now our lockdown. So let me just reiterate that South Africa until the 31st of May, we are in a 3 personal year. Our age adds to a 4, and we've been in the month of March, which adds to a 3. This is all about the collective. And the 3 is all about the touching and how we communicate. It's all emotions, it's material, it's valueless. Well, first I'm just going to go to the 25th, which is today. We've got now 709 cases. From the 23rd to the 24th, we have, to the 25th, we have got now over 500 new cases. And 709 cases on the 25th of the 3rd. And today is a 3-3-5 day. This is the day that people get salaries. This is the day that people are going to be shopping. And tomorrow morning, there's that 709 cases could double. In the sense of that's happening already, but today and tomorrow, in the next couple of days, we could get many more announcements regarding the coronavirus. So the 27th, which is our lockdown, there's still too much of the collective. There's no boundaries on the 27th. There's a lot of emotions and sensitivities, insecurities and fears. And if you have 7s and 3s, then you're adding to this. But it's all kind of like, on one hand, thinking it's maybe there's some fun side to it. And then there's still the people out there shopping, which if you're not going to respect the military, you're going to be arrested. And then you don't have a choice. So you have to be very careful. The official full down lock day that comes into effect numerically is the 28th, which is Saturday. And that day is a 8833. So this is about flus and colds. And people, please watch. We've got this cold edge because we've had quite a bit of rain in certain areas, especially in Johannesburg. But you can feel that autumn cool air. Don't stand in draft areas. That doesn't do any good for ear, nose, throat, and chest. Now we go to Sunday. Sunday the 29th has all of the corona numbers. 2, 3, 5, 11. So the cases will escalate. And then the 30th of the 3rd, which is also a day that has a hidden 33-6, and there's 4 3s and double 6s. This is infection. This is touch, distribute, virus. So we're going to hear of more. The 31st is 3 3s, double 7s, and the 11 comes into play. So there is going to be potential arrests on that day because people are still not respecting and thinking that they can do, or they'll be issued warnings. But now we hit April. So April is a 4-month. We're in 2020. It's a 4-year. South Africa's age adds to a 4, and we'll be literally 1 month away from 2 months away from our birthday. So the energy of South Africa's 4 personal year is coming into effect. And I'm going to give you pockets of dates that are the same numbers where there's going to be difficulties and tensions within homes. So I'm going to start off with the 29th of March, the 1st of April, the 10th of April. It's double hidden 5s, it's boundaries, it's arguments, it's about marriage. It's about married couples or couples that are living together. But the word marriage includes how you marry with people. This is also a racial connotation day. It can be anti-religion, anti-race. Be careful of that day. It's a day of study and learning. The 30th of the 3rd, which has got the 33 double sixes, is the same day as the 2nd of the 4th, which funny enough is Italy's birthday, and the 11th of the 4th. And this is where there is, people are connecting. This is probably technology, Skype, WhatsApp, etc. But it's about children. It's about angry, control, and losing one's temper. Be very careful about that. But it's a fabulous day of dogs, being out in the garden, working in the garden, being a little bit more outdoors. It's a day of potential electric storms. It's a day of fire. Hopefully Eskom is going to feel that a lot of the pressure is off because of the lockdown of companies not using so much power, and it's more evenly distributed. Then the 31st of March, the 3rd of April, and the 12th of April. This is about sort of having a little bit more fun, making things, but still a lot of sensitivities, defensiveness, emotions, insecurities. And it's an 11 outcome day, which is all about unsettled, unsure, undecided, stock markets, looking at things. Careful. The 4th of the 4th and the 13th of the 4th. Double eights and a 3 outcome day. But the double eights is about violence and aggression or communication, organization, cleaning those cupboards, baking, making things with the kids, pottery, ceramics, pulling out all the photographs, putting a story together about the family, jigsaw puzzles, Legos. But it's a day to engage within your home environment. The 5th of the 4th and the 14th of the 4th. Now the 14th is triple fours and it's a 4 outcome. The 5th of the 4th is only double fours. And this is, remember, a 4 is about death and endings and rebirth. And there's a worry here of the announcements of deaths that could be announced is on the 28th of March. And April month is all of that every day. But the excesses is going to be the 5th of the 4th and the 14th of the 4th. Very hard. Two more difficult days, the 6th of April and the 15th of April. They both have got a 5 outcome, but the 15th has an extra 5. So there's going to be more coronavirus announcements. It's not going to stop. 29th, 30th, the 1st of April, 2nd of April. And we've got to start to get that balance. So those, the 6th of the 4th and the 15th of the 4th, difficult. I'm going to leave the 16th for last. The 7th of the 4th, unsettled, unsure, undecided, people wavering, raid, lightning that day, angry. You've got to listen to one another. And not only listen, you've got to hear when somebody is saying to the parents who are, the generals, the director generals of the family, start listening to your children and letting them speak. The 8th of the 4th, double hidden threes, slightly lighter, but still lots of 7 sensitivities. The 9th of the 4th is a 444 day. We're definitely going to start hearing of some deaths. I don't know that, I have not tried to look at how many or to be more precise with my numbers. But let's now fast forward to the 16th of April. And I think that Cyril might, well before that day, choose to extend our boundaries if there has been a lack of report of cases. But the minute he starts hearing of deaths, his plan is to extend this. And we could extend this until the last quarter of April to the end of April. And this is really going to make, when you are allowed to go back to work or to just have, was a normal day. We're not in normal anymore. We're in the new normal. What's your listening, hearing, speaking to each other if you're in a home of more than one person? It's volatile because 4 is about control and boundaries. So whenever you are wanting to react to somebody in the family, remember, when you react, you have an issue. And please think. Create a boundary with yourself. And remember, it doesn't matter that you're now at home. Still wash your hands. If one member of the family is going out to do a shop, when they come back, you've got to be sure you're unpacking things, etc. Wash your hands. What we are never changes. Who we are is constantly changing. So on South Africa, one nation, one destiny. Very important. President Cyril Ramaphosa announced the Solidarity Fund. And when I was managing Miriam Makeba, we went to Jerba, which is a little island off of Tunisia, and the governor did a fundraising to re-establish broken down areas or areas that people had moved in, and the town on the island just never took off. And the now ousted President Ben Ali, while talking to Miriam with the governor and myself, they put a program 702 in place. It could be 207, but I think it was 702, that each individual in Tunisia would put up $1. And this $1 went into a fund to help establish businesses and the homes back in on the island of Jerba. And it was asking individuals, they would get money if they would come with a proposal to start a business. And Miriam and I and the governor and President Ben Ali, we went to meet this one young boy who put a proposal that he wanted a bicycle. He wanted 2. One for him to get to school and one for him to hire out. To make money so that he could also fix his bicycle and repair this other bicycle. And after a week, he had to say how much money he had collected. They then gave him 4 or 5 bicycles. And then he got his little business going. And he was only 11 years old. So when we get to the Solidarity Fund, it's not only about people who need to survive, but this fund could be something similar to that. And I'm going to say to the South Africans out there, we know we've got a 29% unemployment rate, or was it 26% unemployment rate? The people who have got R1, if all of us and parents, if you can put up R1 for your children who are not earning, actually they've got pocket money probably, can you imagine if 30 million of us put R1? We will then have 300 million in the Solidarity Fund. And if you put up more, we'll just have more. We will have the details on this video of the bank. It's with Standard Bank. It's called the Solidarity Fund, although it's been called the Solidarity Response Fund in President Cyril's speech. It's legit, it's legal, and it's going to be handled, I think it's going to be handled well. So people, please support the Solidarity Fund. And I think that if you do start posting on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, that you have supported. Thank you for watching Sandy's Numerology. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and click on the bell icon for notification of any new shows.